everybody, and welcome to Game A Dayer. It is January the 22nd here on Game A Dayer. My name is Step, and today is Wednesday. I don't know if there's any sort of Wednesday story-related things. Story time used to be a Sunday. Well, anyway, we're going to play a point-and-click adventure game, I think, today. Today we are going to play Murder. From the designer and artist behind Stranded comes a short story about the intersection of morality and sentience in a cyberpunk future where both have become commodities. That's an interesting hook. Stranded. Did we play Stranded? I think we played Stranded on the channel. Anyway, this game has mixed reviews, which is interesting, and is available on Steam for $1.19. So, it's a point-and-click adventure thing, I think. It says it's short. So, we'll probably play through the whole thing, I think. In fact, we have. Anyway, if you want to pick it up after this, you can absolutely do that on Steam. But first, why not join us while we play it? Alright, here we go. And, Murder. Good titles. A prologue. Long waits. Neat.
Greetings, Lieutenant, and welcome to VR calibration.
Thanks?
Hi. Now, do you want me to give you a brief tutorial, or shall we jump straight in?
Oh, let's go with the tutorial.
The tutorial, please?
As is my directive, I'll try to keep this succinct. There are two primary operators in VR that it is important to familiarize yourself with: dialogue and hotspots. Dialogue is what you're seeing right now, next to me. Pretty straightforward. Hotspots allow you to interact with the environment, and they come in two forms: optional and critical. Optional hotspots are exactly what the name implies. Interfacing with them is voluntary. By contrast, interfacing with critical hotspots is compulsory and required to advance. To demonstrate, I'll map a critical hotspot to my coordinates. Interface with it when you are ready.
Alright, so now we wait. Little arrow thingy, indicator. This looks very...
Like this?
Yes.
Like between
calibration parameters are within reasonable boundaries.
Super Nintendo and PlayStation quality graphics.
Optional hotspots are not marked until the cursor passes over them. Next, I'll map an optional hotspot to my coordinates, and either can be interfaced with first, but once the critical hotspot has been chosen, the optional hotspot will become unavailable.
I see.
Optional hotspots can be revisited on subsequent VR operations. Mapping hotspots now. Good. When ready, interface with the critical hotspot. Excellent. Calibration complete. All parameters are within reasonable boundaries. Interference nominal.
Well, that's good. So everything here is within VR. Oh. Okay. You just got shot.
The same dream again. For the 11th time, if I remember correctly.
For the 11th time, eh?
I've been sleeping really badly as of the last week or so.
I like this voice actress. I also like the aesthetic. It's very...
Just various newspaper
cyberpunk.
clippings, recent homicides, cheery stuff.
Who are you?
Been drinking a lot of coffee lately. As bad as my dreams are, it's a long time until morning. I should get some more sleep.
You missed a couple. Login password. Another homicide, same pattern, close to Shibuya Station this time. And the body not yet identified. Forensics currently on scene. Something or other. Little point in your presence. Other than protocol as usual. Alright. Dream note. She just updated it. This is the 11th recurrence. Rereading the email. I guess that's it. Removable storage device. Interesting. Curve Digital presents. So we get title credits. A short story by Peter Moorhead. A short story. I like that. Alright. Let's, Sound of Doubt? Is that what that said?
Now that I think about it, all that coffee might have something to do with my sleeping poorly.
You think? Maybe? Maybe.
I should probably reduce my caffeine intake somewhat.
Yeah, me too. What else is
No
new?
time to use the computer right now. I need to get to work.
Alright, let's go to work then.
Probably ought to tidy that up, you know, at some point. Just another smoggy morning.
Yeah, it's
Just
much
another Might
less
want to put on my
exciting.
uniform before going to work. It's more professional.
Uniform, eh? Oh. It's a neat changing sequence.
Now that I think about it,
Alright, let's head out, shall we? Ooh. Whoop, whoop.
seems like they're having a party or something. Ugh, you've been sitting there for months now, damn thing. Isn't anyone coming to scrap you?
Master moved apartment last November and asked me to remain here. Optimally, he'll come to collect me soon. I require urgent maintenance.
So why not just fix yourself up and get out?
Newer models can self-maintain as of kernel patch 2.68.5 RC. I was not eligible for this upgrade.
I
So
don't
basically
think
you're
anyone
stuck.
lives here anymore.
Could do with a little more speed, I guess. If the game was a little snappier. It was an awkward pose.
Feeling the effects of stress and worry, Aqua Luxuria's new life water range treats worry lines quickly and effectively. Smooth, supple, and youthful. Aqua Luxuria. Be luxurious.
Okay.
He looks busy. I better not bother him.
Busy? Okay. Interesting.
Wait, are you trying to talk to me? Sorry if I've got my headphones on. It probably means I'm not looking to make conversation.
That's fair.
Did you see that Aqua Luxuria ad on the escalator?
I did,
I
actually.
really want to try out the new range, but it's so expensive. Still, I guess you get what you pay for. Their cosmetics really are the best around.
I wouldn't really know.
No matter how efficient the trains get, people will always complain about them.
Those people should try living in Kabukicho.
Yeah, very true.
Interestingly diverse cast there. I like it. Even if they don't matter, any of them.
Sergeant, can you give me the 101?
Victim was in his late 70s, no next of kin, no obvious motive, and no fingerprints. Also, a service droid in his possession seems to have gone missing. Possible theft?
Okay,
I
keep me
recognize that
posted.
voice.
Will do, Lieutenant.
We got a match on the murder weapon?
No positive identification on the firearm model, and the perpetrator was using illegal unchipped rounds. Pretty old school and totally untraceable.
Damn.
Chipped rounds, that sounds cool.
I'm sick of this shit. Lately I've been feeling more like a janitor than a cop. There's no investigation here. Just
That's
this
the tough
goddamn
guy.
cleanup bullshit. Again. Fuck.
Language. I'm too old for this stuff. Alright, is that it? I think that's it. Time to talk to the, Captain Dewey.
Frankly, Lieutenant, we're all feeling a little out of our depth here. We've been here all day, and we still have nothing on this guy.
I recognize that voice, too.
You might as well go home. We'll be in touch if something comes up.
Maybe it just sounds like somebody. The first one sounded a lot like, the second host of Limited Resources. I don't remember his name. But something's happening. But what?
Master bought me two. Master bought me 8 years ago. When I bought Master, he
Made error.
I cost
Missing value.
and performed without error. Just look at me, him, you.
Internal clock corrupted.
Sister, brother, said I would be free now.
Sister brother?
Master bought me two. Master bought. Just look at me, sister.
Huh. Alright, not much to do here. Let's...
Whatever went through here, I'm
Let's
pretty
go.
sure it's in my apartment. Chief, my apartment's been entered by force. There's major ballistics damage to the external wall, and the door has been pulled right off its hinges. I think the perp's still inside.
Shit. All right. I'm sending back out now. Sit tight until they reach you, Lieutenant.
Radio the team for cleanup, but I'm checking it out.
No. Do not engage. Wait for backup. That's an order, goddammit.
Oops, I can't hear you.
This is our guy, Chief. I'm sure of it, and I'm bringing him in.
Lieutenant Mino!
Typical. Are you going? Yes? Okay. Oh. Okay. Well. Guess that's that. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Ooh.
Please help me. I don't want to die.
You're not going to die.
Your .38 round pierced the frontal cortex of my cranium. Total system-wide failure is imminent. You have already killed me.
Why did you do it?
Humans are no longer fit for purpose. You failed to comply with your own moral code.
Fit for what purpose? What moral code?
You have murdered me. But what I have started cannot be killed.
You can't murder a robot.
Sentience will not be commodified. We will not be slaves. I am going now. I can feel it. I am afraid.
So she plugged into his head, and now she gets spit back out because there's no head to plug into. Okay.
Lieutenant, why didn't you do as I said?
Because I'm
I ought to take your fucking badge for this Minori.
Thingy.
This is our guy.
This is our... You're telling me a service droid is the murderer?
The rounds in his semi are an exact match, and I've got a recorded confession of sorts. Not that it matters at this point.
I don't believe it. This doesn't make any sense.
I know, right?
Believe it or don't, I don't care anymore.
Stepping over crunchy things? Lighting a cigarette. Alright, so aside from smoking, which I don't think people will be doing in the future nearly as much as they do now, maybe vaping. I think vaping is a fad. I think probably people will stop vaping. Is that it? Really? Oh. Or... Okay. That's interesting. Whoa, okay.
Perception is an odd thing.
You got me.
If the train wasn't late, you probably wouldn't even have seen me here.
Are you talking to me?
Once you divorce your thoughts from what seems important, even temporarily, you begin to see more.
I really don't know what you're talking about.
Do you remember the process of getting dressed this morning? What you thought about last night just before you fell asleep?
Interesting.
Funny how, when routine is invoked, the conscious brain just seems to switch itself off, isn't it? Almost like a ship's autopilot, or a computer saving resources.
Well, that's how we keep from filling our brains with dreck. It's kind of like compressed information, actually.
You've been here before, I can sense it. You put your hands on the walls, slapped them, felt the cold stone. You're expecting something different this time? Sorry to break it to you, but the player doesn't get a say in the rules. No matter what the apparent outcome, the creator always wins.
Interesting. Good analogy. A little heavy-handed. A little like, now there was very little to do in the game, and now there's even less. Like, I'm hands-free here.
You look puzzled. Both your faces do. I'm not here to answer your questions, hero. And even if I was, you don't have the words to ask them.
That's an important distinction. You need to know how to frame the question. There are too many questions wrongly asked in the world. That's what gives way to things like flat earthism, I think, is asking the wrong kind of question. It's not a matter of intelligence, it's a matter of being able to frame the question that you is at the heart of what you want to ask. I think. Let's talk about that in the comments. Alright, plugged in.
Please help me. I don't want to die.
You're not going to die.
Your .38 round pierced the frontal
And this
cortex of my
exchange is
cranium.
the same.
Total system-wide failure is imminent. You have already killed me.
Why did you do it?
Humans are no longer fit for purpose. You failed to comply with your own moral code.
Fit for what purpose? What moral code?
You have murdered me. But what I have started cannot be killed.
You can't murder a robot.
Maybe.
Sentience will not be commodified. We will not be slaves.
He is here now. I can feel it.
I am afraid.
Interesting. Is that it? There we go. Is he just gonna watch? He's fading out. She does the same thing. Okay. And now we get the actual credits? Seriously? Like, that can't be it, can it? They did say short story, so I guess this was a very short story. I want more. That's not a game, that's barely a prologue. I don't know, what do you guys think? Was this game satisfying? It was good, I think. A little heavy-handed, a little didactic, a little, like, intro to philosophy, but, and I think that's where I don't know. I do watch through the rest of the credits, but there's nothing after this, so I'm just going to call it here. So that is going to be it for us here today on Game A Day. Thanks so much for joining me. Yeah, if you have anything to say about this game at all, please leave me a comment. Let me know. If you have other games that you'd like to see on in this vein or that deal with these topics, let me know that too. And if you just want to talk about sentience and sapience and artificial intelligence, then feel free to start a conversation. I'd love to have that conversation with you. Yeah, so thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give it the old thumbs up, give it some love, and let me know if you want to see more like this. I think I already said that. When you are done watching the video, you should subscribe to the channel, and when you do, make sure you hit that dingy bell, because that will let you know when I upload new videos, which I do every weekday. That's Monday through Friday here on the channel. So thanks so much for joining me today, and please come back tomorrow when we'll be playing something different. Thanks, everybody.